Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the announcement of the evening. And now, introducing to you, hailing from West London, United Kingdom, coming in by way of the dance hall and grime scene, it's Lady, your girl, Shan.
Terrence Crawford and Kell Brook. There you are.
There we go.
Boy. Junior Knowledge. Yo, what's up?
Nothing much. How you doing, Miss Shan?
I'm alright. Thank you for joining me real quick. I know time is not of the essence. I'm here to get your prediction on Bud Crawford, Terrence Crawford, and Kell Brook. What do you think? Where do you think this is going? This is the battle of the welterweights, the battle of the 147s. Where we going?
Early on, there's no hydration clause, so Kell Brook is going to be as big as he wants to be, and he's going to utilize it early. But I had Bud kind of adjusting as the fight goes on, picking his spots, slowly breaking him down, maybe stopping him late or getting like a unanimous decision win. But I really want Kell to make a good account of himself. Because I feel like people feel like the Sean Porter fight was eons ago or something. Like, no, Kell Brook can fight. And his back is against the wall. And he came in shape. Like, he didn't come just to get a check.
Yeah.
He came to fight. I think he believes he can win.
Yeah.
So I really hope he does good.
He was in good shape with L. Spence, though.
Yeah.
Stopped.
And people forget what happened with that fight. Like, he had Earl hurt before Earl turned the tide again.
And then he just switched it up on him real quick.
I saw Earl pull like this. I was like, oh, he must have hit him in the lung or under the heart. It made him have to, like, because I saw Earl pull back this one, went towards the rope, but he sucked it up.
Yeah, and he got the win. So I personally think that I really want Brook to win. I really do.
Yeah, you pull for him.
Yeah, but I just got this suspicion that Crawford's gonna take it. And I think that watching their fights and recapping on them, they usually do the most amount of damage within the first 5 rounds. They tend to.
Yeah.
So if it goes past 5 and 6, and there's no knockouts. I think there might be some knockdowns, but no total like knockouts where you out of here. I think it will probably either be, if it's nothing happens in the first 5 or 6 rounds, it's going to points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
my take.
I could see Bud, dogging it out, but one thing we got to worry about is Kell Brook's really good with controlling distance, where, that's how he beat Sean Porter. But, styles make fights. Who knows? Maybe he'll pick his shots early. Maybe he'll land some good stuff and then make, Bud has a holy feast like Lamont. He's like Mr. Lamont Peterson and Evander Holyfield. Once they get hit, they get irritated. Then they start walking the guy and things like that. So, he may get some shots in that he can land that all of a sudden is, that people won't remember for the fight.
He's just going to come marching through and he's going to force Kell to be on his back foot.
Yeah.
And for Kell to box on the back foot. And they're both want to be coming forward on their front foot. So it's going to be a total battle. But I just think that Crawford's got it. He's an annihilator.
Yeah.
But so is Kell. But he's been out the team a little minute. He's had not a great team with all of this politics. And obviously
some wars.
Yeah. And then going up to, when he fought Triple G, he was up to what?
160?
Yeah, 160. So he was in middleweight. He was in middleweight. So, and then now he's come back down. And I saw someone say, and it resonated with me. I think it was Tony Bellew. He said the only person that he knows that can go up a couple weight categories and come back down without devastating results is Floyd. Any fighter over the age of 30 going up in weight and then having to come down is a hard task. Having to come down.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They look amazing. Both of them look in amazing shape. But I'm worried that he's fighting at welter now. He's gone back down to welter, where this is Crawford's thing anyway. He's pound for pound. But I just think that, is he going to have the same amount of power? But like you said, there's no hydration clause. So do you reckon he's just going to come back in, with a few more pounds on him then? Because he is.
Oh yeah, he might come in 15. He may come in 15 high. I mean, but also you got to think about, he's had a lot of rest. He's had a lot of time, so it's not like the Roy Jones thing where that short period of time taking that muscle off, taking that weight off. So, and coming in to fight Triple G, it was more or less like
he got fucked
you
up.
just eat the way you want to, do what you want to, and just come in and he's still gonna make the weight.
Yeah.
So you just worry that, you know, he's had a good enough time to rehydrate. He's had a good enough time to where he's had rest, and going into, like, he's had plenty of time to get to where he wants to go to make the weight. And now I got him being like Bam Bam, like the story I told you with Anthony Peters and Bam Bam. All of a sudden he rehydrates 15, 20 pounds. I would not be surprised if I see 12 or 15 pound rehydration. And, you know, if I'm him, I think it's going to be a foot fight. You know, both of them sitting in Olympic guard, sitting in high mantis guard, touching glove, and then just like Buzz last fight, him and Machine was moving their legs, like trying to get position. I see that happening, and then they gonna be throwing shoulders into each other's chest a lot tonight.
Yeah. So you reckon they'll download for about just a round, and see what information they're gonna get, and then start throwing each other's questions and see. First four.
You know, they pros. So first four.
Really?
And then they'll start doing because a lot of pros, they feel like the first 4 rounds, you wanna win the rounds, but you milking the rounds a little bit. Because remember, if something happens and it's a cut or whatever, the fight, nothing happens. So a lot of times, like, all right, if I land something, I land something.
Yeah.
You know, I only jump on my guy if my coach tells me to. So a lot of those first 4 rounds, you pick, like Jesse James, like I said that when he fought Camacho Jr., he was like, oh, after these first 4 rounds, kid, you gonna learn that you in the pros. So I think the first 4 rounds they're gonna be picking. Yeah, you're gonna pick your spots, and then after that, that's when they're gonna start picking it up. And Kell's not gonna back down. I really don't think he may hit hard unless it's wear and tear. But I don't think he's gonna hit hard enough to break Kell down like one punch. It's gonna be over time, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, but Crawford's got the great combos. Crawford's got explosive power. So does Kell, though. This is what I'm saying. This is so even down the middle to me. Yeah. It just slightly leans over to me for Crawford, though. I want to be wrong. But also another thing that concerns me is about Kell's eyes. You know, the damage that he's sustained in the other previous fights. One surgery on one side, now a second surgery on the other side. I was looking at him in an interview, and it looked. I hope he doesn't have that skin that just breaks open easily. He already does. So I'm just hoping that this is proper, because he'll be stopped if his eyes bust back open.
I think that's why he needed that time off. But, you know, I believe all of that happened in that Triple G fight. I remember when the fight was happening, my dad was like, man, this kid really ticking Triple G off. He made Triple G irritate. He made Triple G start getting dirty with him and everything. He made a great account of himself. But my father, when we were watching, he said, you got to worry what's going to take out of this kid. This is a good kid, and it's going to take a lot out of him, you know. And I personally believe one of them was broke, but some damage was done on the other side, and maybe they saw, but they're like, oh, let's see, let it heal. Let's see what happened. And then when he turned around and fought Earl, then that one is what happened from Triple G fight going into Earl's fight, then it broke. And, like, I think that's probably what took place. But
so you've got
that's why he needed that time off.
Yeah, to heal, to think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially with your eye.